which is not his home. He had no phone. They returned his passport on dumping him there. And he found his way to Mombasa. Through the help of other people, he was able to call his wife. And that's how the wife organized to go for him in Mombasa, because he was injured, could hardly walk. He was ushered into the plane on a wheelchair and out of the plane in Nairobi on a wheelchair. Bonny has given a statement this evening at Wilson Airport. It is not for me to try and water down that statement. All I can say, I went to the hospital to see him. I have found him in a lot of pain. He has shown me swellings on his feet, and he has said he is feeling pain all over his body where he was tortured. The doctors are examining him, and there will be a full medical report, and it's for him to share. But the question is, why adopt torture, cruel and degrading and inhuman treatment? Why would Tanzania do that to a Kenyan and to a Ugandan? Because Bonny was detained alongside Agatha Atuhaire, a human rights defender from Uganda. Why torture them? Because he told me he could hear Agatha being tortured in the next room. Where is Agatha? Is this the East Africa that subscribes to the rule of law, good governance and democracy? The government of Tanzania under Mama Suluhu has shown its real face, a violator of human rights, and it is not alone. Kenya is complicit. This situation could have been different if Kenya had demanded an explanation on Sunday and on Monday when Bonny was arrested and the others. It could have asked for them to be returned or reasons to be given. But when CS Mudavadi seems to gloat over the mistreatment of Kenyans, that is where the Tanzanian government got the audacity to torture Kenyans. The Kenyan government is responsible, together with the Tanzanian government, for the torture Bonny and Agatha Atuhaire have undergone, and Agatha is still missing. In Tanzania, we are aware that an activist whom I had met recently, Mudude Nyagali, has been missing for more than 100 days. He was abducted from his house by people believed to be police. They tortured him in his house, and videos from his family show blood, a bloody scene in his house. Is he well? What is happening to Tanzania? Torture of nationals, torture of foreigners. And last year, we know, an official of Chadema was abducted from a bus, and he turned up tortured and dead. Others have been tortured. What is happening to Tanzania? What is happening to Kenya, where citizens have been abducted, tortured, some turning up dead, some still missing? 2 of the Mlolongo 4 are still missing up today. Our governments are not taking any responsibility. Why do they exist if they cannot be able to look after the security of the citizens? In Uganda, routinely, members of Bobi Wine's party, NUP, are abducted, tortured. 36 members of Besige's party were abducted from Kenya, from Kisumu, July of last year, tortured and renditioned to Uganda, where they were charged before the military tribunal. They've only been released from those charges recently. Besige himself, whom I represent, together with his friend Obed Lutare, were abducted from Kenya by people believed to be Kenyan security agencies collaborating with Ugandan security agencies, renditioned to Uganda, and is still in custody up to today. I was in court at Nakawa yesterday, where they gave a mention date for next week, but today I'm seeing a production warrant done for tomorrow. I do not know what is happening to our beloved Jumuiya. We are asking citizens to speak up against torture, against violation of their rights, against enforced disappearances, against desecrations of our constitutions, which have similarities in regard to human rights, good governance, and the rule.